It's time to wake up. Time to get out of bed.
Get out of your coffin, you son of a bitch.
Time to wake up. Gotta get out of bed.
Let's hear oh chat. Oh.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up, and get the guy go. Time to wake up, bitch. Get up. Get up. Get up.
Good morning. How we doing?
Doing good.
How are you, Shuli?
Hi, my name is Joni Goldstein.
I am sick as a dog.
What's your story? Sick as a dog. Cat got your tongue.
Thanks to my wonderful children returning to school, they have brought back a lovely little virus here at the house that I'm now suffering through, and I feel like shit. And it ain't going to be a super long show for me anyways today.
That's all right.
Producer Joe and I were talking because you had said you weren't feeling well. You had texted.
That's a lie right off the bat.
No, and Joe doesn't have kids, and he's like, I can't believe they're like, they're just like little mucus machines. There's always snot and everything coming out. It's like, yeah, they're like tiny Johns.
Yeah, exactly. They're like little Melendez's running around, bringing whatever death and destruction with them. Speaking of John, he had a busy day yesterday.
Oof.
I don't know if you're aware. He was on with Karl, and it was I have some thoughts on it, but I'll wait because Karl's coming on. You know, it's typical John stuff. Him trying to distract and get him off the topic of shit he's calling John out for.
Right.
John, you're a liar. Hold on, there's somebody at the door.
Exactly. A lot of that. Well, he goes, well, I got to get through these super chats. What do you want me to do? Ask me about my lies in a minute, and it was just always convenient that something was going on. He didn't have to answer a lot of the questions. There was some that he did answer. There was some interesting moments there. But the real interesting part is after Karl's interview, John showed up on Cardiff Electric's podcast.
What was left of John?
Wow, he was shit-faced. And
Really?
You who have yet to see it, we have some clips we'll be playing later as well. But
So there has to be more than nine. 9 beers doesn't get him buzz.
Well, he was drinking during Karl, and this was at, that ended at.
You like gay bashing?
Bob Levy does, and Bob's coughing. Thank you very much for the gift.
So that was, that ended at what, midnight to 12:30, whatever. So he must have been drinking that whole time.
Yeah, and then he did like 2 more hours with Cardiff, still drinking.
Right.
Wow.
My thing is like that's a lot of
shit.
What
I know what happened.
What happened?
He likes fat chicks now.
Okay.
This Cardiff, we got fat, remember?
Oh.
He had the blonde wig on the other day.
And he looked like a little chubster.
Right.
I didn't want to say anything yesterday.
Right. You don't want to upset a potato by telling them they've gained weight. I get
He
it.
did a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like, it's noticeable, Cardiff.
Now, listen, you get a baked potato like that at a restaurant, you're happy.
I know. My God, you're fucking thrilled. You're like, I'm not going to be able to finish this. I'm going to take it home. We'll all have some of this tomorrow. And I mean it in a nice way, Cardiff. So don't be upset. Just, you know what I mean?
somebody was texting me that John is like Henry Hill. He's just in an unfurnished apartment with like a mattress. You know, he's just
Like a
hiding
schnook.
Spaghetti with ketchup.
yeah, and then I don't know, we'll get into it later. But Cardiff's like, I feel bad for him, blah blah blah, and it's like enough with this shit.
Dude, I said that yesterday.
So did Mike, actually.
Yeah, I did while we were talking, brother. It passed, but God. But
I don't know if mine passed. You know what I mean?
It was like, it was a glimpse the Cardiff into what he really thinks, because he kept saying, "I'm ugly. Oh, I'm so fucking ugly."
See, last night. That's what I didn't see that. I was watching
watch
Cardiff earlier, and but I didn't catch it. I didn't know. I didn't think he was going to do a fucking 4-hour show. You know what I mean? I guess fat people like work. I'm just Cardiff. I'm sorry.
You're potato shaming.
Well, I mean, John, you know, it's crazy to me that people forget what this dude's all about, and they're like, he's so goofable, it's sad. Well, that's not our fault.
No.
Nobody's making making him that goofable. That's him, and he's cursed me with sickness. Yeah, so you know, it's. I hear people go, I feel. It's like I never, ever will I feel bad for that asshole and the shit he talked and the shit he tried to pull on me.
He tries to pull a lot of shit behind and claims it isn't him, but come on, it's just a fact. But you know, you do sometimes you gotta let shit go. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
Has the sitting tour made it to the BS show now?
The what? With the what?
Has the fence sitting tour made a stop on the BS show now?
Oh no, it's always been here. This is where it started. This is the first opening night of the fence sitting. Hello, BSP. No, I'm just saying that, you know, it's hard to see somebody that is spiraling and you don't do, you know what I mean? You don't say it, you know, it's like, I don't know.
Here's what keeps you from really feeling sorry for him, because anytime anybody does legitimately try to say something helpful, he'd just scream at him and shut him down.
There was a great moment where this guy messaged him. He super chatted him, and he's just like, John, you have to look inward. He's like, you gotta be okay with laughing at yourself a little bit. People actually like you. People respect your work of the past. You're you know, by being so hard-headed about things, you're only making it worse for yourself. And he reads it, and then John just goes, okay, yeah, all right.
Right, so.
And that's his biggest problem is he can't do any self-inventory and be like, all right, maybe there's some shit I could change or work on. We all
came up with it. I got it. You ready?
Yeah.
Remember, you're always talking about the show that John should do with here's the show. You, Mike, me, John, and Karl.
And do what?
A regular show.
Yeah. All right. Well, start putting that together. Get all the people involved.
Let me see.
John would never agree to that, first of all.
Can we have John screen the phone calls?
No, the super chats.
Yeah.
You have enough junk in your sinus? Oh, please. Are you kidding me?
What? So read that. Let me put that. Shuli, do you have enough junk in your sinuses for an on-air? No.
Keep pissing me off with this fence sitting, and that's exactly right down your throat.
I'll have a cigarette.
This is loaded.
You wouldn't be sick if
it.
you had a cigarette. If you had a cigarette, you wouldn't be sick. Everybody knows. Remember, there was a virus around. They said smokers are harder to get it because we're better.
I do remember that.
Yeah,
but you know,
the virus was non-cancer.
Yeah, it's tough to sit here and go, okay, maybe a pack of Marlboros will cure this. You know, that's I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know. What do I know?
Look, American Model has a Bob. If you went to the top,
where are they?
Bob, do you know how to scroll on your?
Well, I don't know.
Sitting here,
I don't know that. Yeah. First of all, it's extra work. Second,
it's not Model.
Yeah,
well, I can do it on mine.
Can you pick?
Look, I have my hands right here. Bob, if you lost your balance when sitting on top of the fence, which side would you land on? We're gonna have to try that. I'm gonna close my eyes and just like spin around and see if I get dizzy, and we'll see. Shuli,
What?
I'll pay for your kid's college if you flush your snout. Snout.
On air?
On air. No, please. No. Come on. It's so early. You know?
I'll think about it.
Damn early.
So you want Shuli to feel better?
I mean, John's
but
put
he should-
kids through college already, but
Yeah, I mean, how many colleges your kids got? They went to NYU and they went to Alabama High.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Alabama High. I like that. Yeah, no, we'll every day the same crap. John is an idiot. John is obnoxious. John lies. We get it already. First topic of the day, John Melinda. Buddy, you're in here every day. You're a member.
Every single day.
Yeah, so pick one. Nobody's believing this. I'm angry. This show's not good. You're here every day. If it wasn't good, you'd be somewhere else bitching about it. So go somewhere else and bitch about it.
Why don't you just buy a T-shirt? I need attention that we're selling right now on the Shuli Network.
Thank you. Notice me, Daddy. Yeah, please. Every fucking day is douchebag.
You're punished. Go to your room.
Let me tell you something. Everybody better watch their step around me this morning. Even that fucking Carl. All right, no, I take it back. That was the non-cigarettes and the sickness talking. I apologize. Where was that?
No.
Where was that WATP clip that I wanted to play? Where is that?
The ones from yesterday, the package from him and John.
No, the one from fucking October 2020.
No, the one from YouTube, the ending, the last part where he talks about their. Never mind.
What? Can we put this soprano music on there?
We got to start writing shit down, boys, for real. Like I know I just saw it in here. Now I don't know where the fuck it is. It's the end of WATP. We're talking about Bob and John and Kevin and all that. That clip. Ringing a bell?
It's not, but give me a sec. I'm going to look through what we have.
Okay, Joe. There you go. Shuli took himself out. You see what you did? You see what you did? This is what you do, Joe. You're working against the elderly one at a time. You see that he's sick and he's easy to get today, and this is what you're doing. Yes, North Carolina for here. This is going great. Exactly what we wanted. You don't embarrass us in front of Karl from WATP, okay?
I am not happy.
Shuli's having his Orson Welles moment.
Yeah.
May I speak to Mr. Frog, please?
Get
I'm so
my
sorry,
office.
Shuli.
Why?
I have no idea what you're
Because you're
talking
fired.
about, though.
Remember that?
That's fine. I didn't need.
We will clear this all out. Even this is already getting cleared out. We're taking you. We're going in the back too.
Speaking of clearing out, you ready? You ready?
No!
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody relax. It's too early. He's right about that. You don't remember? All right, never mind.
I didn't remember.
It was an example of Bob's amazing fence sitting, and it was Karl.
Oh,
Yeah, what?
from WATP though? My God, I'm lost.
Ponderous, man. Fucking ponderous.
No shit.
You're
Everybody's
lost.
lost.
What are you on a lawn without a gun?
There we go. I got it. Andy saved the day. Thank you.
Andy, that boy's been doing a lot of good work back there. I noticed.
Yeah, all right, Bob. Thanks.
Okay, calm down. Calm down. What are you going to take it out on a neighbor?
Because him and Bob are fucking it up for an
Hold
hour.
on, here we go. I found it.
Who's this talking about me?
It's Karl who will be our guest today.
My friend Karl?
Yeah, here, check it out. I found this interesting. While we were on the subject of the fence sitting tour, I just thought I'd bring this up.
Because him and Bob are yucking it up for an hour on here. I thought these two did not like each other. John's been going after Bob Levy for a while. And now all of a sudden they're talking about having John on the Uncle Rico show.
Anyway, I think we're caught up at 6:30. I did 2.5 hours. Bob's got to jump over to the Shuli Network and read the news now. He's got to do the nightly news over the Shuli Network.
They got to cover the show I did today.
Yeah, we got to watch that Sunday.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous. John, you should show up one day and watch your show with them.
It would be the funniest thing. You see, that's what this is all about. Truthfully, it is about, like, this show's about hate. I understand that. But
Unadulterated hate. But yeah, it would be a hoot Maybe for sweeps,
It would be a
go
hoot.
over.
Look at that loser. He's got the same shirt on as he has now watching this. What a fucking loser he is. Fucking, you know what? I'm going to get rid of Levy. I'm firing him, and that's it.
Yeah. You're talking over your ass kissing. Can we hear that, please? Thank you.
And watch Uncle Rico with them.
Just do it. It's just, come on.
And you can explain to them what you were thinking when you said it, or if you remember what you were thinking.
Maybe we're seeing it wrong.
I'd watch.
What? Yeah. Well, if Kevin would watch, then let's get on it.
It is great watching John in his fealty to Kevin, because it's like if anybody else had said that, oh fuck, I'm not gonna do that. Fuck you. But Kevin's like, yeah, Kevin, you're so funny.
That's how we roll.
It's true. Carl sat there with Stut Joe and did the same crap. By the same crap, meaning that they were friendly with each other, or
don't mistake Carl's attitude for friendly. He was trying to keep John engaged.
Peter O'Keefe, $2. Levy's Landscaping, hating the moon since 1979. That's a great bad.
Yeah.
Best show to start my day. Thank you to all 950 plus in here this morning.
Nice. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
let's
you.
Go. KB, Bubble Popper.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here. Look for Joey C. And
.c.
Years. Did I come to the right place? Bob's coughing. Apparently, Joey C. had some sort of attack last night.
It's like he can't be doing this. He's not. You know what I mean? He doesn't have the health for this.
Right, and he doesn't have the
facts. He doesn't have anything.
Well, it's just, he takes things very seriously, and when people are busting balls, he goes to 200 miles an hour, and that's dangerous for his health.
Right. Since we found out he didn't actually work for MLB, he doesn't have a pension.
Oh, he did a show last night. And the title of it was "Fuck Mike Morrison." So
did it really? That's great.
Is that Jim's brother?
The reasons John's grass is brown might be the hurricane that came through Cape Coral last year. Grass don't like salt water, right, Bob?
Right.
Well, that's true. I mean, look, grass is when it goes down, it's gonna go through its phases. There's no doubt about that. I heard a weird noise out here. I hear like running, like and fucking banging into the side of the house. I'm like, what the fuck is out there? I go out there. Perry's doing a fucking sharp turns and fucking coming back running and fucking. And I go out there and she has a piece of sod in her mouth. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
What do you think was going to happen? She's eating remotes. I mean, she's not going to.
Well, the dog enjoys running, and I understand that. And she ate one of her. I go on to look. I walk into the bedroom, and I look in the bed. I see all these little black pieces, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I thought she fucking she chewed up Webster or something like that. She got one of the sandals. She got one of her sandals, so now. I hope as Kevin James, I remember his joke. I hope she likes walking by the curb. On one show.
B.O. Kratom, thank you for gifted 10 memberships, buddy.
Nice. I swallow cum.
Thank me.
Yes. Oh, I wasn't ready. I was choking.
John's obsession.
Because I'm an idiot.
John's obsession with needing to see OJ's face was so creepy. Who cares what he looks like? Yeah.
Okay. I seen a link of that. Yeah. All dabblers felt bad for John. Times changing. Yeah. I mean, it's amazing. Oh, nothing. I just made that up. Have a good day.
You forget that she watches, huh?
Still bothering me that DG didn't say a word about John thinking Elisa owed him a kiss and a hug. Would DG make his wife kiss a drunk slob? Guess so. Wow. Wow. People holding on to some shit.
Yeah.
I wonder if John was the phone screener when the serial killer called in the Howard show. It's a great question. I don't know. John is an addict / alcoholic. That's why he's self-centered and delusional. I think Bob has empathy because he sees the sickness.
Oh, yeah.
Bob didn't even understand what I just read.
Oh, yeah. That's a fact. Yeah.
Poster thief Shuli's chat addiction. Thank you for the $2. USS Liberty, 8 June 1967. Poster scam, 13th May 2023. All right.
It's never going to go away.
Shuli, yeah, it really haunts me. Shuli, do us all a favor and put your hat back on. I don't have it right here. I don't know. You guys are the Mensches of the Dabbleverse. I wouldn't go that far. Nobody's perfect here. God damn, we're close. Joe, they don't call it dope for nothing, Joe.
Exactly. Maybe we have a new rule here. You can't get high until after midnight.
Shuli, he learned it from you.
I know. I'm not,
yeah, he definitely.
I'm like, guys,
Hoogly Entertainment at $5. Bob, 5-hour energy is really good for the body. Keep drinking and smoke more, and send the drunk train around to my place. Good.
Now,
We'll have him on Friday, so check it out.
There's a guy that will never forget.
Dave, get those arms ready, kids.
Ready? Thank you, Dave. Thank you for gifting 20 membership.
I swallow cum.
Thank me.
Download now.
I may throw
Tonight,
up.
weather matters with Perry.
Oh, if you throw up, definitely do it on camera.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to cover this whole fucking desk. I'm going to actually put the camera down on the ground and just vomit into the lens. Just so Bob doesn't
Get a
miss
bucket if you need, because we don't want to waste that.
Yeah. No, I think I do have to.
All right. Get a bucket. Get a bucket. Get a bucket.
He's going to puke?
Yeah, get a bucket.
What kind of sickness did they bring home? That you get it one day and you puke?
It might be the flu. You get a stomach bug or flu.
Stomach bug. I get one every day.
Yeah. Oh,
The fuck is he looking for?
What?
What are you looking for?
Just looking something to vomit in. That's all. And I found it.
Excellent.
We're doing it this
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's
See
good
through
to see
thing.
through too.
Oh,
Yay!
Yeah.
We're doing it.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be a good show.
No,
Hey.
it's not.
By the time we're done, you'll be begging for us to play clips there, Lee.
Where's the Ray clips? Oh, just something about Ray. He doesn't. Big news. He doesn't have a torn ACL. You know what they said? He goes, it's sprained.
Right.
It's sprained it. Okay, that's what they say when you go, are you sure it's not broken? And they go, it's probably just sprained. They're like, get the fuck out. Why are you here every fucking 2 days about everything?
Bit of a hypochondriac.
He's a bit of a cunt.
This is fantastic. I wanted to show you guys this.
I put a pen through my finger the other day, fucking trying to open a fucking 5-hour energy thing, and I just fucking poured burn stuff on it.
Burn stuff on it.
Burn stuff.
Who wants to choke me out? Come on, choke me out. Come to Atlantic City and choke me out, you bitch. Come on. I'll fucking choke out your whole family.
You okay there?
Who are you talking to?
I had a fucking bitch in the chat. He wants to choke me out. Come, try it. Try it, you weak nothing.
And we had hack right.
Turn this up. Watch what happens here on Joey C's show. This is from a couple days ago. This is what Cardiff was telling us about this clip. This is amazing.
Should all go. We should all be good. Definitely StreamYard. Cardiff. Yeah, Cardiff. And I think we're all in. Hack right's coming now.
Hey, Joey,
We all should be here. StreamYard.
Listen. Hey,
Not myself.
Hey, Joey. Hey,
We all should be here. StreamYard.
Listen.
Oh my God.
Guy goes to the hospital every day.
Hey, this is what we go against.
Hey, Joey. Listen.
Look how happy Cardiff is.
This is so funny.
Hey, Joey.
Both Hackride and Cardiff have said they don't know how this happened. They cannot duplicate it. It just all the planets aligned, and this moment came.
Bob, listen. Here is offering you. Here is what the fuck. What the fuck?
Am I in there? How did I get in there?
I don't know. Yo, do you know how were they watching Bob?
No, I think it might have been a drop that either Cardiff or Hackride was playing.
Oh, that's so funny. So it's just Bob Levy AI.
What?
When you sent this to me, Shuli, I don't think I've laughed that hard in a long time.
It's fucking amazing.
The new Spider-Man movie is about multi-Spider-Verses.
Yeah, well, there you go. It's tied in Boy, can you believe multiple spider Alamars? I mean,
Who are you? What do you want out of life? Let me ask you, Joe. I just want to go.
They're still coming.
you hear Bob continue to ask different questions. He goes, "What do you want out of life?" I just heard,
What the hell? Who are you? What do you want? Here is what the fuck? Oh, hey, maybe. What the
Joey C, Joey C, Joey C, Joey C, Joey C, Joey C, kept Joey C, Kevin.
Cardiff's face. I just love watching Cardiff's face when something weird is going on.
his reactions are unbelievable.
Joey C, kept Joey C, Kevin Joey.
Hello? How is this possible?
I don't know how any of this possible. God, the universe. I don't know.
Kevin Joey.
Cardiff, can you hear me? Right, you hear me?
Hello? I hear you, Joey. I hear you.
Oh, we have trouble with StreamYard. I keep getting a message saying StreamYard is down.
Hello? I
DT,
hear
are
you,
you here?
Joey. I hear you.
Hello?
Joey C.
We have trouble with StreamYard. I keep getting a message saying Jerry Lewis is down.
Hello? I
DT,
hear
are you here?
Joey. I
Hey,
hear you.
Joey. Hey, Joey. Hey, Joey.
Bob.
Bob.
That's Jerry Lewis. Hi, Bob.
Hello?
DT, are you here?
Joey.
Hi, Bob.
Hey,
How are you?
Joey.
DT disappeared.
If you watch Cardiff, he's not even talking. He's just moving his mouth to make Joey think he's talking. This is great. Watch it.
Bob.
That's Jerry Lewis. Hi, Bob.
Hello? I
DT,
hear
are you
you,
here?
Joey.
Hi, Bob.
Hey,
How are you?
Joey.
DT disappeared.
Hey,
He's gone.
Hey, Joey.
Bob, completely gone. That's Jerry Lewis.
Are they talking to me?
Hey,
Who knows?
I think
What's going on in this show? I'm not
I think
sure.
Joey C thinks somehow you're involved in this.
Right.
Lost for words here. I don't know what to say. I think it's pretty funny. This is good.
This is going great.
I don't know what to say. I think it's pretty funny. This is good. You know what? Hang on, boys. Just hang on. I think we're all getting here. Like one way or another.
We're all getting here.
Comedy.
Hey,
Yes,
Joey.
Bob.
Hey,
Yes, Bob.
Joey.
Hang on,
Bob.
Bob. Just hang on. I think we're all.
I just love when Bob said, "Hey, Joey. Hey."
Hi, Bob. How are you, Bob?
Hey,
Hi,
Joey.
Bob.
Hey,
Yes, Bob.
Hey,
Yes, Bob.
Joey
Hang on,
C,
Bob.
Kevin Brennan here.
Hi, Bob. How are you, Bob?
Hey, Joey.
Hi, Bob. Yes.
Instead of the countdown with the music, can we just play this for 4 minutes and 30 seconds to start every show? I mean, holy shit. John Spittle gifted 5. Thank you, John.
Suck
Thank
my
you,
dick.
Vin. I remember. I swallow cum.
Thank me.
Done like a sick blowjob. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Joey C, Kevin Brennan here. That is a Piazza question,
Hi, Bob. How are you,
bro.
Bob?
Hey, Joey.
Hi, Bob. Yes, Bob.
That is a good point.
Yeah, that'll fix it. Change masks, Joey. That'll take care of the problem.
Yeah, once the Rocketeer shows up, everything will be fine.
Right.
And Cardiff looks like a potato at the buffet, and people are walking by, and he's like, "Don't pick me. Don't pick
No.
me."
He's just shaking his head like a pitcher. He's like, "Yep."
Kevin Brennan, that is a Piazza question, bro.
Now you're talking.
Hi, Bob.
That is a good point. Kevin Brennan, that is a Piazza question, bro.
Now you're talking.
Cardiff.
That is
What is happening?
How are you?
I did not take acid tonight, but I feel like it's happening.
You know what? You know what, Hackline?
I did not take acid tonight, but I feel like it's happening. Oh God, here it goes.
You know what, Hackline?
Joey C.
Look at Cardiff.
I did not take
Joey
acid
C.
tonight, but I feel like it's happening. Oh God, here it goes.
Joey C.
You know what, Hackline?
Meanwhile, Spider, calm, calm, cool, and collected. Nothing phasing that kid.
Cucumber.
I did not take acid tonight.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's happening.
Yeah.
Oh God, here
Yeah.
it goes.
Yeah. I'll tell you,
Hold on.
How long does this go on for? Like, how long did it go on for?
This just in. This is stupid. Yeah. We're aware. That's why we're playing it. Another guy, membered up, here every day, complaining.
You know, I got a good joke for you guys.
Yeah.
I just thought that it put me a double going on. I don't with me. I tell you, you know, my car broke down. I told you, but the car told me, I tell you, I got respect. I just thought that.
I feel like that episode's like, and you want to be my morning show, you know? Hey, you gotta get some shit together.
Oh,
Here.
I can make jokes.
Cardiff still.
Oh man, that fucking potato! I got to tell you.
Yes, the potato is crazy.
He is crazy. We love him.
What did he just subject us to?
That was Inception level. That was amazing.
He could speak for that.
He said that was me. We know it's you, potato.
We know it was you,
He said
potato.
it's not me. He said,
How?
Lying potato.
He's saying, "Fuck you."
Why does Joey have that mask? What mask is he wearing?
That was from the Rocketeer, maybe the Rocketeer, right?
From the 90s, I believe. Yeah.
I mean, why he has it? That's really the question we're all asking. But that is where it's from, and that is what it is. So, so when you guys are sick, do your better half? Well, not you, Mike, because you're alone. Do your better halves like stay away from you, or they take? Because I feel like Bob's very needy when he gets sick. Because you're needy when you're healthy. So
no, I mean, I don't remember. I don't get sick often.
No. Well, I do. And when I do get sick, I don't want anybody around me when I'm sick anyway. So
that's how I am.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you get sick now?
Can you get sick for the next year and a half?
So I would just, go to the bedroom, watch TV, just stay out of the fucking way.
Hold on.
Good. I thought you'd never leave.
Where you going? Wheels are falling off, man.
I know.
Shuli, this isn't a fever dream. Oh, I can't. I'm not gonna lie. I can't wait to go back to sleep after this. Welcome to Dante's ninth level of hell. That show, yeah, I agree with you on that. That was
Didn't watching that make you feel a little better?
It did. It did put a smile on my face. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, it's what?
What made you smile?
We were thinking of your impending doom.
Please.
I say that that clip with Cardiff and all those guys put a smile on my face. It was very fun.
Oh, okay. You feel better now?
A little bit.
Okay.
As I cough up, as I sweat things out, maybe I'm getting better.
And that helps.
It does. It all helps, no matter how bad it is. But we'll see what happens. I just want to fucking go back to bed. That's my plan for today.
Are you taking any medicine?
Just whatever she gives me.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Gone.
Well, it's just funny how you were able to take care of yourself before you got married or you got apart, and now, it's like they just assume you don't know anything, and they're like, okay, and they'll bring you tea, and they'll bring you in, and it's like, yeah, I could have done this, but I like what you've done for me. I ain't gonna lie.
Bob couldn't have done that. So,
Fred, the coordinator, do you have some healing crystals? Yeah, I'm gonna shove one in each nostril like garlic, and then I'm gonna pull it out, and everything's gonna fucking come.
Rainbows shoot out.
Thank you, Bob's Coffin, for the positive healing vibes. You don't see that every day. The coffin sending some positive. Last night, that potato had some sweet dance moves. What? He was cutting up a rug? This is
Finally wasn't cutting up some food. I mean, he did gain a lot. I mean, he's getting bigger.
Wow.
More bigger.
Feels bad and sympathy for John, but going after the potato.
Yeah.
Who is this Bob Levy?
I'm just saying he's a little bigger.
Is that because Kevin hates the potato so much? So you now have
No, I'm just saying he got big. You don't think he got bigger?
I would never comment on a potato's weight. I'm not an idiot.
Right. I'm just saying it's clear. I mean, to see.
We are potato positive, Bob.
Thank you. We don't potato shame anyone around here. That is a typical day inside Stuttering John's head. Yes.
Yeah.
My wife, when I'm sick, takes care of me. I'm a baby. Well, I think we all turn into that shit when we're sick. If Mike had somebody in his life, he would too. He's alone and heartbroken. So maybe. So Joey C was the Bobo of the Cubs. I don't know. What do you mean? What did he do for the Cubs?
Well.
All right. John dropped the green screen and showed house full of rotten cardboard, what looked like his skin. When on Cardiff's show?
Yeah.
But why wouldn't you just like the first thing you want to do is get everything out of the boxes. You know what I mean? And when you get there, you just want to get it all done. You don't want to. It's ridiculous. Why would you?
I mean, he's been there weeks now, and it looks like he just moved in yesterday.
How much time do you need to unpack? Like, you've been there for weeks.
I got it. This is how he could have unpacked very quickly. You put a beer on the bottom of every box.
Yeah.
Wow. Talk about a reward system.
Yeah. It was a good boy.
That's a great idea. Dang Lizard, $10. Thank you. It's amazing how many people watch this utter garbage show and are gifting subscriptions to people as a prank. I know. It's disgusting.
Keep pranking.
Yeah.
You guys think it's funny? Gifted subs? You think it's funny? Well, I don't like it. So stop it.
Yes.
Don't go in your settings and turn on accept gifted memberships. Don't do it.
Unless you want to get us really mad.
Yeah. Alex Watts, I've had enough out of you, you fucker.
Lol yourself.
Uh-oh. Now the critiques are coming in. 1K. Oh, 1,000 plus watching. Great. Bob, I'm so disappointed. This is from Bob Levy's Fat Balls. You've let your fat balls down, Bob. Bob, I'm so disappointed.
They've been down a long time.
Bob, I'm so disappointed how you were chumming up with John and being all buddy-buddy with him. You have just lost a half-assed fan. A half-assed. Even he's calling himself that because I wasn't all in.
I wasn't all in.
Okay, hold on. Shuli, Clubfoot Kodak Carl. Shuli, hope you feel better. Actually, you feel better if you change that very unappealing Shuli S logo that Mike Morse developed. Speaking of sick, I get sick every day looking at it. Wow.
Keep staring at it.
Wow. That was totally uncalled for. No.
So Dang Lizard, after his chat about people gifting subs, just gifted us 5 subs.
All right.
Love that guy.
Thank you. 5 membership dingling listed.
Suck my dick.
That lizard.
I swallow cum.
Thank me.
Keeping
you,
the
Gary.
Keeping the prank going strong. Thanks, Shuli, for having me on and Joey C yesterday on the show. And Joey C did work in MLB as a bat boy, like he said. And fuck you, Mike Morris.
I fucking love
Morrison.
Yeah,
I need to see a tax return.
My best friend, Mike Morris.
Mike Morris.
Mike Morse.
That's a little different then. I didn't even see a bat. He didn't even show me a bat. How could he be a bat boy?
Does he have wings?
All right. What do we got?
Have you ever tried Red Bull? Speaking of having wings, Bob, without the 5 energy, have you ever tried Red Bull?
I tried a little the other day. I'm done with this. I got 2 left, and I'll use them when needed.
Why are you done with the energy drink?
It upsets your stomach a little bit.
Wow, Jesus.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's good. You shouldn't be drinking them anyways.
Well, I don't. I just tried them. But post-it thief, Shuli, Chad's addiction. Chad addiction. $2. Shuli, donate posters to folks that paid for them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You got it. What'd you think? What'd you think we were gonna do? All right. What else we got? I'm sorry. I'm out of it.
Thank you for gifting 5 membership, Frank.
Suck my dick.
I swallow cum.
Thank me.
You like gay bashing?
I have
Mason
here.
for 1. Download now.
This is a little bit of. Did you watch any of Carl with John, boys? Did you see any of it?
A little bit, yeah.
I did watch a little, yeah.
We have a little package the boys put together here.
Yeah, baby.
Carla.
Yeah, Carla.
Is Carla.
Carla's coming.
Okay.
Yeah, we find out. I think we find out on Cardiff's, or maybe he says it here too, that that Cardiff actually sent John this background.
Yes. So that is Carl's background, and Cardiff sent it to him. And
special edition of the Stuttering John Podcast with your favorite world famous host, Stuttering John Melendez. How are you, everybody? I'm fine, having a great day. hanging out in beautiful Florida with my Tonight Show mug.
It's like show and tell. It's like a child talks like this.
Right.
Yeah. Look what I used to do. Look what I used to do. Look what I used to do.
Well, listen to how he got it.
You know, when Jay left, we all
shit.
Were able to get whatever we could. So I chose all the mugs. Unfortunately, the announcer mug that I had when they
was in the audience, wasn't
I couldn't find it under the chair.
Does that mean that his mug said announcer instead of his name?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
And they only gave me one piece, so the other piece I don't know where it is.
What?
Wait a minute.
Piece of a mug?
One piece of a cup?
Hold on.
We all were able to get whatever we could. So I chose all the mugs. Unfortunately, the announcer mug that I had, when they moved, they broke the handle. And they only gave me one piece, so the other piece, I don't know where it is.
I got the handle upstairs. I
made a necklace out of the handle.
Nicolas Cage.
A, guess 1, guess 2, guess 3, guess 4. So these are all the mugs from The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Pretty damn cool, huh?
No, not at all. I couldn't think of a less cool subject to discuss.
Can you imagine right after the Tonight Show ends, like a year later, Jay's like, Mavis, have you seen my mug? What the fuck happened? I thought I had that.
I haven't had a drink in a fucking year.
Oh, yeah. To quote Chip Chipperson, where'd it go? God damn it. Joe, where'd it go?
Joe, I swear to God, I'm going to come back there.
Whatever. He said, up in this mug, like Chipper.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on. Is that real price tag?
Please, John, do not take this. Keep your fucking filthy hands off this cup. I'm telling you right now, please don't touch this fucking mug. If I see this on your shitty show, you can go fuck yourself.
Jake Hudson, good to see, pal, from the gift shop.
It's hard to tell what it says, but I mean, what other could they possibly inventory them or anything?
I don't know.
Right. And if he's been using it for these, 15 years, that would have washed off, right?
Oh, that's a great point. Assuming he's washing dishes and cleaning.
Oh, he might have never washed it.
So let me just say, Skola!
Well, you don't have to.
I'll wait till 6 o'clock to bring.
It's almost like he's leaving clues for people on the bottom of cups and everything.
Usual suspects with Kaiser Jose and I was in a barbershop quartet in Skokie, Illinois.
Snaggletooth thin, as you see, I am drinking Red Bull.
Just Red Bull, right? In a cup that you can see into? Got it. Okay, got it. Just Red Bull. Sure. Everybody I know just drinks Red Bull by itself in a cup.
And everybody I know has to explain what they're drinking because people think they're drinking alcohol.
Fucking own it, dude. Just fucking own it. Chandler, what's he doing?
What's he doing?
I see Chandler's name in the chat. That means something's going on. Anybody?
Is he hanging around our graveyard?
I'm looking. Reels gifted 5, and let's see. That's all I see right now.
Okay. Thank you, Reels.
All right, Reels.
We did it already, didn't we?
Okay.
Right,
I just like blowing 2 guys. What do you want?
Thank you for 5 memberships, Reels.
Suck my dick!
I swallow cum.
Thank me!
Here we are.
Because this is the last Dabbleverse thing I will be doing. I am breaking off from this cesspool of ridiculousness. Skola!
Now this is the funny thing to me is like even Cardiff was like last night going. It was a little sad to see him at the end, kind of saying goodbye to everything, and I'm sitting here and I'm going, if this motherfucker was making money doing this from the start when he came back, he wouldn't be leaving. He's leaving because he failed. He's leaving because he stinks at this and won't take anybody's advice on anything. He thinks he knows better. He thinks he knows everything. He thinks he's still 30 years ago living in those times, and you're just not. You're just not. So I don't feel bad. And I don't believe you're fucking leaving this Dabbleverse. What are you going to talk about? What are you going to do? Positivity? That's what you want to talk about? You got no fucking positivity. The fuck out of here. David Chandler, come on!
I swallow cum.
Thank me.
Hi, my name is Joni Goldstein.
Nothing better.
Then I shall move on to greener.
This is like the Heaven's Gate cult. Again, we're gonna go to the next planet. We're all just gonna put on our shoes and go to sleep. Connor, gifted 5. Come on.
Suck my dick.
I swallow cum.
Thank me.
Oh, please. He shit. Wait, where'd it go, Jared? He shit on his first mods. He shits on every mod. And guess what? Guess what, Johnny? Every single one of them I'm in contact with. I have a conversation with every single one of your mods.
Wow.
Yeah. And I have yet to find one that's complimentary of you. So what does that tell you? And I'm being nice.
Mods are all scumbags.
I don't know. Maybe they're the problem.
Or, let's say, healthier pastures away from all of the trolls and people that make a living off of my good name. And now, without further ado,
it's not you, John.
Yeah, yeah. And if you had a good name, nobody would make a living off of it. You have a fucking retard name because that's what people see when they see you.
the weird beer sipper, the person who doesn't have the wherewithal to hire a good dentist.
Listen to this fucking intro.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Karl Hamburger.
Welcome to Skull versus the Troll, the Femme versus the Dem, the Roaster versus the Boaster, the Dabbler versus the Babbler, the Spittle versus Belittle, the Wong Shot versus Face Snot, Wet Brain versus Mansplain. It's round 2 of Stuttering John Karl Hamburger debates.
That's a fucking pro, John. That's why that guy fucking makes big bucks, John.
That's why he's got a pull.
Fate. That's why his yard is green, John.
Oh my God, I look like Kevin Brunett after doing
Yeah,
that.
you don't need an air pump to sit on his couch.
Oh, you know. Gotta get him
BYOP.
Why is the face so red?
I know. I just said I look like Kevin Brunett after doing that. I got to get some oxygen back in. So,
are you going to watch the big Hulu and Vice special tonight?
Probably not tonight.
So that dark side of whatever, the thing that he filmed where they talked to him where he's crying about how Howard didn't pay him anything. He's asking Karl if he saw that. Thank you, Gabriel, for the membership, buddy.
Thank you.
I definitely will check it out. Yes.
Why do you think they didn't? I don't know. Is Shuli on that?
No, I don't think Shuli was a part of that radio war that they're documenting, right?
Yeah.
That was like early 2000s.
Oh, no, they're just talking about Howard. Why do you think they didn't invite the Deuce Payer?
Probably because he worked for Howard 101 News at that time, or Howard 100 News.
Okay.
I would imagine. I don't know.
Why didn't ask Shuli about that documentary about World War II?
Yeah. Why wasn't he there when they liberated the camps? You want to talk about that?
They thought were.
Have you seen the end product, the edited version of that yet, John?
Not yet, because he has no TV. He has no streaming services. He has no fucking lights. He has no furniture.
Okay, I'll be interested to see what makes it into the show.
Well, I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
Your good buddy, Pocky.
Yeah.
He, I provided them with a lot of his racist nonsense.
Okay.
And they paid me an extra $300.
Whoa.
Wow. I got a snitch bonus.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
They paid me in silver.
Put it towards your Wi-Fi.
Freeze up.
Child. Yes. Okay, go ahead into your
All right. Well, since you brought up Anthony, let's bring up this first because I am the Federal Bureau of Hypocrisy.
That's a great shirt.
Not that anymore.
Okay, as you know, that's where I'm coming from.
Hold on. I just want to, just to the last time I'm playing this, so let's enjoy this together.
Not you with the backpack shit.
No. Amazing.
No, it's that logo that he had made, that intro, Why Do I Podcast?
Oh, okay.
That he thinks is hilarious.
Let's take a walk down. Let's take
I have questions for you on this too. You got to stop interrupting me at some point, but I'll let this proceed.
You got to interrupt me at some point, but I'll let this proceed.
Good joke. Good joke.
Why do they podcast? WDTP.
See that played again.
Hey, that's the first time you didn't laugh afterwards. Good job. I have a question for you on that one. Why do they podcast funny to you? What do you?
This is fantastic. So now Carl wants him to explain the bit.
What's funny about that?
Why do I podcast?
No, you changed my name to the name of my show to Why Do They Podcast? Why is that funny? What's the joke?
Well, what is the joke is, why do you do it? I think you're horrible at it.
Well, I make a lot of money on it. It's my living.
Is that
That's
the
why I
only
do
way?
it.
Is that the
That's
only
why I do
way?
it.
Is that the only way to measure talent? Is how much you get paid?
Oh my God, John, you're the one who claims everyone's a fucking moron if they didn't go to a college. Okay. And then it depends what college they went to on how smart they are. But I like, you're terrible at this. Really? He's the only reason you've made money doing this. Carl is the only reason you've made any money since your return.
Nope. You asked me why do I podcast, and I answered because I make money podcasting. No.
You're a dog. You're a picket dog.
A rescue dog in your face.
You asked me why do I podcast?
Who cares if you make money? Some people make money, and
everyone has to make a living. What do you mean? What are you talking about? What kind of argument is that?
What?
That's the dumbest thing you've ever said, and that's saying something.
Oh, really? So the only barometer for someone being really
you asked me why do I podcast?
Jesus Christ.
That's how I make my living.
Okay.
Yes.
Even if you're bad at it.
Yes. Even if you're bad at it. If you make a living doing it, then John, you said you don't know why I'm successful at podcasting.
No, I know why you're successful.
Oh, because you said you didn't understand. So do you know why? Why is that?
No, I understand because you're obsessed with me.
Oh, okay. Weird.
Because I'm the famous one.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have any real fame. I mean, all you have is this Dabbleverse fame. That's about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I do more than talk about you, John, as you know. But let's
really.
talk about that second part of that graphic. Let's talk about the second part of that graphic. So you have a guy wearing a flannel shirt.
Riku 3220. Thanks for telling
This was his move. He just kept reading super chat. Anytime Carl wanted to get into something, he just kept reading super chats. And it's just like, you're just a pussy. How about when you reach 15,000 subscribers, Sir Levy takes off his shirt? He didn't do it on his birthday. Thank you, Topo, for the $5.
True.
Listen, you creepy fucking dog. Calm down.
The fucking little chihuahua's asking to see your shit.
John, I'm a cop. Please do not drive after having 8 beers on average. You'll be visibly impaired. You don't notice because you're used to the feeling of being impaired.
Truthfully.
Do you know what the most important part of marketing is, John?
Nails,
the product.
Story. Thanks for the $5. Hello,
You're just going to talk over me? You're not going to let me get a word in?
I thought you were going to let me read these.
John, we can have a conversation in between.
Oh, yeah. Why'd you lie about me stiffing Popeye?
I heard that you had some hard expenses that you didn't want to reimburse him for with your Sirius XM case.
Who did you hear that from?
Did you put genital herpes on Jay's egg lizard?
Doesn't matter. Is it true or not?
Yes, it's not true. But I know who you heard it from because I fed him that information to see if he was still trolling me, and he was.
Okay, good. Now you know who your troll is.
Dang Liz. Yeah. Oh, I know. Yes, and so do you. Dang Liz.
Well, yeah, you got the information from him.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't set this plan in motion, John. You did.
Put genital herpes on Jay's mug. I never had genital herpes.
All right, can I make a statement now because you played that little intro and I wanted to respond to that.
Yes.
Okay.
Talk.
So why do they podcast? I don't think that's very funny. So then the other gag is that this guy comes up with the walrus teeth and everything. Now,
so why did the guy on your show laugh?
Whoa.
He'd be wearing a flannel shirt because it's so ridiculous. And he wasn't wearing glasses. He didn't look anything like me. I always wear a t-shirt. It didn't make any sense. You could have found a photo of me in Photoshop or done something that would have made more sense of that.
Everyone I played it for, including Vinny, laughed. So everyone else thinks it's funny, which I'll trust my fucking
but it doesn't make sense
over yours.
Okay, so here's my let's talk about Anthony Cumia real quick.
Who'd you write for?
John?
Who'd you write for, Carla?
I write for 4 different podcasts that I host.
Yeah, okay, podcast. Okay. Yeah, there's a barometer of fame.
There's nothing like the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar roast.
No.
It's not too
people actually see the podcast.
Hold on, listen to this.
I write for 4 different podcasts that I host.
Yeah, okay, podcast. Okay. Yeah, there's a barometer of fame.
John, talking about the past is not doing you any favors. I don't know how you're not figuring this out.
Oh, really? I just did the CBS roast. John makes up the rules and logic at will, can't win. Okay.
Yeah, no shit.
Set Carl straight. Hey, what's your ethnicity? I don't know what that means.
You don't know what that means.
It's a word you mangled. That's what it means, John.
Thanks for time. Thank you for playing the villain to the hamburger hero.
Thank you, Pascal.
All right, go ahead. Talk. I don't care.
Now, you were upset that someone filmed you at Pickwick because you were trying to get out of the parking lot. Someone parked you in, and this was a private moment in a bar that then Shuli played on his show, and you were very upset about that. You didn't think he should do that.
I told you why, and you agreed with me.
I do agree with you. I don't think he should have played that video. I didn't play that video for that very reason.
Yes,
however,
and you told him that.
I did. And there was a private moment in Anthony Cumia's living room between him and his girlfriend having a fight.
Well, first of all, let's just establish something. A fan videotaped you screaming, acting like the Karen that you are, that somebody, how dare somebody park behind my car? Do you know who I am? And never once did they put you on video. Never once were we able to see you on that video. All we could do is hear it. And you're embarrassed because you look like a fucking asshole, because that's what you are. So I get it. But don't try to turn it around. It's illegal. You know what's illegal? Driving home drunk from a bar, John. So, I don't know what to tell you. But he swears we sent this fucking fan to go do this. Not the case at all.
Nope.
In my inbox one day is this video from somebody said, I went down to Pickwick just to check it out, and my luck, just my luck, this fucking John was having a freak out.
And the header said, Shuli, I got what you wanted.
For multiple header. It's called the subject, Bob.
I don't care.
That's a little bit of hypocrisy, John.
Really?
That was in his own house. It wasn't even in a public place.
I didn't send them there. That was on YouTube. That was
John, you played it on your show.
Danny put that out. If Danny puts it out, it's okay for me to.
Somebody put out the video you didn't like. It's not like that was up on YouTube too. What are you talking about?
Danny was the one getting fucking domestically harassed.
So is the woman
domestically
harassed? This guy just making up fucking words now?
911, can I help you? I'm getting domestically harassed.
Domestically harassed.
Yes.
John, you have to realize that was very hypocritical of you to play that video.
No, I don't think so. It was all over the internets.
Well, so was the video of you from Pickwick.
Yeah, no, that was a guy taping me for Shuli.
No, that's not true.
No, he taped it for all of us. Just so happens he sent it to us. Yeah. But he taped it for the Dabbleverse because you're an out-of-line asshole 24 hours a day. Mm-hmm. Shuli must feel some vindication after Elisa busted his ass in a similar fashion. Well, it was nice to see John running away and going, I can't do this. Shut it off.
Wait a minute. So, wait a minute. If you look back at it, he said that you tried to call security. He called the police.
On 2 women at his house. They weren't even at the place he was calling the cops from.
And they got pussies, and I don't know what they're going to do with it.
He had invited them to stay.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
I think there's someone here who might be able to offer some commentary on all this.
Oh, just introduce him. He's doing a bit over here.
Hold on. Let's play the video of Why Did They Podcast one last time.
Carl.
Hey, Carl.
buddy. Great job yesterday.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. I know it's 2.5 hours. It's a lot. It's a slog. But I think I got some good points in here and there.
And real quick before this gets lost in ether, because John says something about he just did a CBS roast. Do you know anything about that?
No.
That does not sound real.
I don't think John does either, but we'll see. Listen, you had an uphill battle yesterday, man. He was in rare form of deflection mode, John, yesterday. That was really frustrating to watch. I'm sure it was frustrating to have to interview a guy that just kept, going to super chats when he didn't want to read something or answer something.
I had to keep him on task. And the big thing I wanted to reveal was the fact that he goes after everyone for talking about his kids. And John is the worst offender of that. And so I think, Bob, you know about this when John went Artie's show and they had it, and Dan never put it up because he said so much crazy shit about his kids. I talked to Dan since last night, and he's like, his family would never talk to him again if they heard what he said on this show.
Oh yeah, he said it was brutal. He said that somebody has it. The guy who was his producer again?
Daniel Filato.
No, Dan had somebody with him. Who was the guy that did? He has it somewhere on a computer. He said.
Both of them have it on a computer somewhere.
Yeah. This is their just in case of emergency stash, if he really wants to push them.
But I don't know if you guys watched the whole thing, but it was really interesting to watch when I explained that to John. He tried to deflect and say, that's the episode where I told Artie to drink bleach. I'm like, nope, that's a different episode. This is an episode where this happened, that happened. And by the end, John was going, listen, I didn't know what trans was. I was confused. He was already making excuses for himself in case this audio comes out. That was very interesting.
He thought it was turning into a car from the 80s.
It's a real moment, I think, and a good one for him to be like, look, I don't get this. And that's okay. There's a lot of people that don't understand it right now. And that realism, that stop making excuses, stop fucking sitting there and acting like, your shit don't stink. Yeah, we all fuck up. There's shit we get.
Shuli, the funniest thing was he goes to me, do you know that there are people who use the pronoun they and it's just one person? I go, yeah, John, I do. I'm familiar with this. He's so fucking out of it. He thinks that everyone's as out of it as he is. It's like, no, I live in America. Yes, I know about this.
I've always said that that's his thing, that he will he will grab your ankle and bring you down to his stupidity. You know what I mean?
I know it's tough.
Now, did you see any of the Cardiff stuff of John?
So yes, at the very end of it, I had to meet a friend. I got home, I turned that on, and I can't believe John doesn't own a fucking light bulb. How is that possible?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
So I also have a new build in Florida, and one of the first things we did when we went down there is we had an electrician come in and install all of the lights and the ceiling fans. Because there's just areas for you to put in whatever kind of lighting you want. John has not done that yet. He's been there for months.
Serious?
And he doesn't have a light bulb. So he had to turn on the light in his bathroom behind him just so there was any light coming in at all.
Look, this is what it looked like when John was on with Carl.
Yeah, this is crazy.
He's a squatter.
It's a hostage situation.
I said, somebody said to me, it's like Henry Hill, hiding out. It's just an actress, and that's it. But yeah, so this was him. I was watching Cardiff saying, now John made this whole speech at the end of your show with him. Did you see that where he's like,
no,
goodbye, cruel world, Dabbleverse. He's like, this is my last hurrah. I will not be back in this Dabbleverse. And this potato fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. His potato's like, it brought a tear to my eye. What?
What? He's just crying because he gained a little weight, Cardiff. He doesn't want. Yeah,
he's a fat fuck.
Yeah, he's a. All right, so watch this.
To watch, but so his green screen stopped working because it started getting too dark. He was running off window light. So by about 8 o'clock, 7:30, it started getting dark. Florida.
Well, stop for a second. How long has he physically been there? Now,
over 2 weeks, right? Almost 3 weeks now. I think he's been there.
Yeah, so he has no lights in his house.
He was in that house at the end of June when he was on MLC.
Right.
Yeah, thank you, Joe. Because when he goes, I've only been here a week. I'm like, that's a lie. We know that you've been in that house a lot longer than a week. You were there earlier in the summer, and he couldn't get light fixtures put in.
Wow.
FBL, F Bob Levy. You've got it now.
Calm down, Tubby. I love you. Why wouldn't you pick up lamps or something? Like you at night, you can't even walk around unless you have even a flat candles, anything.
Well, yeah, it's like The Walking Dead, where they have to find a house to sleep in at night.
Oh, I got it. And he walks around with this fucking the candle with the sleeping cap,
The lantern.
1,300 watching. Thank you, guys.
It's working. StreamYard couldn't pick up the green screen because there wasn't enough light. Pick up the green screen, put his background. He had Carl's basement as a background, which is the same one I have. I sent it to him. I invented that. I got it from Christian Blatt.
Oh yeah, Christian was at my house. He stayed over with me a few weeks ago, and so he's taking photos of everything and sending it off to everybody. And then I got my buddy Vinny Paulino, who's besties with John now. He's sending them my cow bikini pics. That was another funny thing.
This is interesting. Was there any part of you that's like, is Vinny for real becoming friends with this guy? I kind of felt like at one point this was no longer a bit. Like Vinny had fallen for John.
Well, it's funny you say that because I know that they had a long conversation over the weekend. But then John was like, yeah, I talk to Vinny every day. I'm like, wait, you talk to him every day? He goes, oh, yeah, I talked to him yesterday. I talked to him today. I'm like, wait, what? I didn't know about any of this. What are these two talking about?
Vinny, there's a fine line between the people's champ and the people's punk. So watch. Remember who's got your back around here, pal.
That was another funny moment, too, where he pulls up the cow bikini. And I wore a cow bikini as a consequence from the creep off, and it's not something I wanted to do, obviously.
You don't have to explain yourself here, Carl. We're fine.
No, but that was the funny thing is that John tried to make it seem like that's what I like to wear, and that's like I'm a cross-dresser or effeminate or something. And he kept going, oh, yeah, sure it was a consequence. I'm like, John, every single person in this chat knows the creep off, and they know you. So they all know what's going on here. You're not fooling anyone.
Chris Abels, one of the hosts of the Replayables. Why did Carl tell John he wouldn't be a guest on Replayables? I'm asking for a friend. I don't know. It's a drinking show. Maybe he doesn't want to do a drinking show. I don't know.
I didn't know John was the booker for that show. I guess I didn't realize what I was dealing with.
They're just trying to get John in there hammered. Carl needs to be on Replayables ASAP. They want you, Carl.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's Vinny. Creep off. Mostly you. Whoa.
Easy.
Look at who's full of John over here. We mainly chat about you silly boys. I'm sure you do.
What else is John going to talk about?
Yeah. Okay, Snowden of the Dabbleverse giving away all their shit. Go ahead.
Right?
Go ahead.
But so his green screen stopped working, so it was just kind of fuzzing out. At one point, John left the stream trying to turn some lights on. He turned the lights on.
Then he realized they weren't there.
Right. Because the switch is malfunctioning.
And the green screen was blocking the light. So I called him out. Why don't you have light fixtures? I have light fixtures. They're behind the green screen. And that again was a moment when John said, he goes, why do you want me to take it down? Why do you want me to take it down? So you could see all the boxes behind me, make fun of me. I was like, yeah.
Even his voice sounds heavier.
Exactly why.
What's that, Buck?
Even his voice sounds heavier now, Cardiff. Like,
boy,
he's got that big guy talk.
Fat people voice?
Yeah, he sounds different.
But John didn't have any fight left at that moment. Or normally he would. But he was like, whatever. He didn't have. I think old John would have ripped it down and said, look, so I got boxes. Fuck you. Like, would have done something. But no, he was just done. But then he had no light. He was essentially shooting by moonlight. Shooting this by moonlight. I do see someone in the chat. It looks brown. I think that's just the way the StreamYard compensating for the light trying to turn it. I don't know. I don't think it was an actual. I believe it. I believe John, and maybe we know now why John is usually off stream by.
Right. Because he can't do it by candlelight. Yeah, that's a good point.
I did catch at the end when John decided to leave the show is because Dr. Steve came in with a puppet.
Right.
And that freaked him out. He's like, all right, I'm out of here. This is crazy.
Yeah, he was already mad because there was masks and potatoes and I don't know who anybody is.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are protecting themselves from you.
Clock. Never.
That fucks with both Chad and John. They both have a real issue with somebody who's just a puppet or wearing a mask. Like, who gives a shit? Once you see what they look like, you're not just like, oh, that's who it is. You're just like, okay, it's a guy. Okay, whatever.
It's their call, and there's nothing you can do about it. And that's that.
We've never seen him on a night show anywhere. Have we, OJ?
I'm trying to think.
Catch up with some.
Does he come on at any point?
By the way, your people are mentioning your mic doesn't. It's still popping a little bit, but I don't think it.
And OJ, I'm gonna make everybody watch it one more time before we move on.
Oh, okay, good.
Blinky Jet, I thank you for the 199.
So then he's gonna play the ending of the podcast, Carl, when you guys signed off.
I thought it was
okay.
Fucker mustache motherfucking Carlos Danger is in here. He's dead to me. Hey.
So when I get the
okay,
some cuck. All right.
This is the moment that Cardiff got sad and teared up about.
Okay. Hear about it tomorrow.
All right, I'll see you.
All right, see you.
All right, Carl Hamburger from Why Do They Podcast? And I'll just read these last two and I get the fuck out of here and watch the Yankees. Dang, listen, $2. John, you're as gray as the wall. I know. Love the Civil War, Confederate General. Look, you Poland, John. Keep it up. Hey, look, I love you all. Thanks for the super chats. I realize that you're all Carl fans. A lot of you are Carl fans, but it's been a pleasure to be here. And I don't really care about, who.
Who?
He froze. His Wi-Fi again.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hurrah. And I'm done with all of this. This was my swan song. I hope you all enjoyed it. And now I will go watch the Yankees and just bid you all a farewell.
Wow.
And this is Stuttering John saying thank you. I appreciate you all. And that's it.
That's right. Go.
Stuttering John saying,
That was the emotional goodbye yesterday from John. Have you heard anything from him today, Carl?
No, I have not. Let me check my DMs here. Because you remember after he did my show, excuse me, I'm sorry. After he did my show, he texted me when I was out to dinner afterwards with just a $, looking to get paid immediately.
Oh my God.
Let's see how quick he is to pay me. No, I haven't heard anything from him yet.
Send him a $. Send him a $.
I should. I know.
Yeah.
I
should. Were you monitoring? Was somebody monitoring the super chats just to make sure you're on the up and up? You know he's gonna.
It's fine. I hope he gives me half. If he doesn't, whatever.
I agree.
Let's see what happens.
He clearly needs it more than you right now. So
clearly,
it is what
he
it
doesn't
is.
have a fucking light bulb in his house. He clearly needs it more than I do. When I was explaining to him that we had all of our furniture shipped to the house, and I go, John, you don't have to be in the house to have furniture shipped there. We had it all shipped to the house, then we set it up when we got there. He goes, well, who's going to bring it in, Smart Guy? I go, we have a management company. They brought all this stuff in. He was like, oh, I don't have a management company. I'm like, why not? You own a house you don't live in 24/7. Like, why wouldn't you have a company help you with that?
Right.
Landscaping, everything you got to do.
At one point, I you guys were talking about the water situation outside your guys' place, and I'm watching this, and I'm going, oh, Brendan's going to lose his shit listening to you guys. Do you have to put salt in your well?
I can see John like this with
the salt shaker.
I mean, it's unbelievable. So, listen, as far as like the interviews you've done with him, I thought that was one of the better ones when he stopped being, when he stopped dodging and avoiding and got into a conversation with you about things. I thought that was great.
I agree. I thought it was pretty eye-opening. A lot of the things that we talked about, he seemed to actually admit to some things he hasn't admitted to before.
Right.
Yeah, that's progress for a guy like that because he's just deny for years.
Yep.
So, How much?
You know what I didn't get into with him? I tried to share my screen. That's when he kicked me off the stream.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. He accidentally banned you.
Yeah, he blocked me. I couldn't even get back on. That was so weird.
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh,
but I was trying. Actually, can I share my screen with you guys? I want to show you what I was trying to show him.
Yeah.
Fuck him. Now, go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Let me grab this for you because
make sure your address isn't on the screen because.
All right. Because I wanted to talk to him about, because what he said, and this is more of my Federal Bureau of Hypocrisy, what he said was that the reason why he had the sock account is because he couldn't use his real name for some reason. He's like, well, I had to sign up with some kind of name. You know, I don't know. I couldn't use Stuttering John. I don't know why.
Well, he's saying when you sign up for Reddit, it gives you a screen name unless you want to change it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but they give you a screen name. So that's his excuse to making all these posts behind people's backs, pretending to be somebody else. Well, I would have signed up under my name if I could.
Yeah, I was able to pick my own name for some reason. I don't know why. go figure. But he pretends that like he didn't have a choice. But he obviously was pretending to be somebody else because this post right here is written so much like Stuttering John. So seriously, Shuli has made me like the Dabbler. So he's pretending to not like Stuttering John, but because Shuli's so bad, now he likes Stuttering John. But the way this is written, and this is what I wanted to talk to him about. So he says, the shit the dues payer says is so damn embarrassing. He gets interviewed by some Goldstein nobody and acts as if he invented sliced bread. Now that's how you know it's Stuttering John. Yep. The term is it's the best thing since sliced bread. It's not. He's invented sliced bread. Nobody says you act like you invented sliced bread. That's not a saying.
But well, we know who the Goldstein is now, right? We have the track. We have the.
Oh yeah, we have him naming the gold. Do you have that? Hello.
He's fired. Are you asking me? He's fucking fired.
No, go ahead, Carl.
He's so arrogant. At least John was able to goof on himself.
Hi,
Shuli has no humility.
My name is Joni Goldstein.
Sorry.
Just feel free to drop that when people stop talking, Joe. That would be great. We're late on it, and then you just fucking barreled over Carl. Go ahead.
I think the Frog's doing a great job.
He is. He is.
You need to produce.
You want to make a trade? We'll take Vinny.
Yes. Yes, that is. I'm willing to hear these negotiations right now for sure.
Vinny, no, shut up, Bob. I don't want Vinny. I want producer Chris.
Producer Chris is off the table.
See? You see?
How about the fat potato?
So go ahead, Carl.
Well, this whole thing, this whole post, if anyone read this and didn't know immediately that it's John, because he's like, at least John accomplished many things, being very popular on the Stern Show, in Howard's inner circle. What fan would go, look, you got to give it to Stuttering John. He was in Howard's inner circle. Who gives a shit?
2 record deals.
2 record deals, a video on MTV. And that was the thing, too, when John was saying how arrogant you are, Shuli. I go, John, you're nothing but arrogant. You do this thing all the time where you talk about your credits, you talk about how famous you are. It's like, that's all you are is arrogant.
I was saying there was a great super chat yesterday. Some guy was like, John, you need to look inward. You need to be able to kind of laugh at yourself a little bit. And it was perfection. What he explained to John, how to carry himself in life and how it would change so many things. And John reads it and he gets the end and he just goes, okay, yeah, all right.
I know.
It's just such typical fucking John. It's why you are where you are. Mm-hmm. But yeah, look at this. Shuli has no humility. At least John's accomplished many things, being very popular on the Stern Show and Howard's Inner Circle, 2 record deals, a video on MTV, various TV appearances on Conan, Stewart, and Leno, and even the Headbangers Ball.
Headbangers Ball. What the fuck? Does anyone even know what that is? The Headbangers Ball?
That was a show on
early MTV.
MTV on Saturday nights. I used to watch it, but that's so fucking old.
I know.
What kind of reference is that?
Me and Dee Snyder.
Night Show, a WGA writer, a SAG-AFTRA member with tons of TV credits. Some like arm wrestling. I mean, he's just giving bio on here.
Look at this. Some like arm wrestling and Kareem that aren't even up on IMDb. what kind of fan would write something like this? He's so stupid.
Shit.
He said, "Duck you, Shuli, you fucking untalented duck you."
Oh, what?
at the bottom. He goes, "Duck you, Shuli, you fucking untalented."
I guess he was writing from his phone, huh? Oh my God. TV credits. Some like arm wrestling career, they aren't even up on IMDb. The guy wrote and directed a sketch with Quentin Tarantino, Adam Sandler, David Spade, Jack Black, and Charlie Sheen. For Christ's sakes, he was even invited to Sheen's Super Bowl.
He's so stupid.
He really is. I was no fan of John, but thanks to the dues payer, he has changed my mind. John even wrote, back to his credits, John even wrote news and starred in a movie, National Lampoon. Call me Stuttering John. I don't care. But these are simply the facts. The only reason Uncle Rico is successful, if you call 1,000 patrons being successful, I think you would be happy with that number, John, for your Patreon. The only reason Uncle Rico was successful, which is embarrassing in itself, was because it was all about punching up. Shuli Hasher self-awareness. By the way, he does like 5 shows a day. When does he spend time with his kids? Fuck you, Shuli, you fucking untalented loser.
Wow, that got real personal at the end, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well, he can't help it. He can't help it. That's all he knows. But call me Stuttering John. I don't care. What a fucking mess. It's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Wow. I mean, so this is the last one or what? Are you guys in talks to do another interview?
Well, he invited me to do a watch along with his movie One Too Many. And I said, yeah, I'll do that with you. That'd be great. I've seen that movie a few times now.
Send me the link. Yeah, I would love
yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oh, I like this. Duck you, he was in a foul move. Hello.
That's a well-crafted joke.
Big Carl fan, so I have to say, hey, Carl.
Hey, Joseph.
Carl. Well, I mean, do we have the drunk clips of him, boys?
Yeah, I think Andy just dropped him in the Discord.
Right.
It's in the drive, but it's not playing yet.
Okay. I also got into it with John, and by the way, it's still up on his YouTube. Last I saw, I also got into it with the hypocrisy of him being mad at you guys playing the Pickwick Pub video, but he loves playing the Anthony Cumia video where Anthony's in his living room.
Yes,
that should never be leaked to the internet, and no one should be propagating that.
Well, and his takeaway from that is, because the woman involved in that incident put it on YouTube, then he has every right to play it. Well, I said, guess what? The guy who filmed you or girl, I still don't know who the fuck it is. They put it up online as well. So by your theory, we're fine too. That's how
always got an excuse. He's like, but that was already on the internet. I'm like, yeah, so was the other video. What are you talking about? But I think in his own head, he really does justify these things. Wouldn't it be amazing if he just went, 100%. Yeah, you know what? You're right. That is a little bit hypocritical of me. My bad.
So he went to did he go to the bar to go drinking since he don't have, to watch the game? Like, does he have a TV set up?
I'm sure he went to the bar to watch the game.
Yeah.
Oh, he was home all night.
But we heard he doesn't have a TV. He doesn't have, so he's just watching it on that laptop, you think?
Probably, yeah. Or just looking at the score, just refreshing the page.
Wow. He's just refreshing ESPN.com.
That sucks. Too.
Hey, Juan, what's the score? Okay, thanks.
Now I feel bad for him. Just kidding. All right, here's John hammered. I don't know how much of this you've seen.
Oh,
he was in rare form last night. Cardiff and OJ got some gold. I'll tell you that.
Could use it.
Yeah. Look at all the boxes behind him. You see that? They're all.
But look at how beat up. That's
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're just fucking. It's like
look at the only light he has is I think that's his bathroom or something, right? That he's had in the back.
Something. Yeah.
That's where he went to take a piss.
I left the refrigerator door open,
so it might be a bathroom.
He gets his fridge door, Bob.
Yeah.
And for that, I say, Skull!
Skull, John. I'll finally have one with you.
John, this is OJ, the guy that you blocked on 2 different accounts.
Yeah, why do you come in?
That's what I was going to say when he blocked you. His first instinct is to block people immediately. So when you went to share the screen and he freaked out, instead of just removing you from the stream, he goes and blocks you. Like,
blocked me.
No, to block somebody, you have to do what? You would have to hit something.
To bring somebody in and out is super easy, right? It's just a matter of, look, you're out. Now you're back in, right?
Yeah.
That's how easy to block someone. You have to go to the 3 dots on the side, and then you got to scroll down to ban from studio. So it's not,
Yeah.
it's an extra step or two.
Because he has said it happened by accident to certain people.
It cannot happen by accident. It can't. If you've used StreamYard, you cannot ban someone by accident.
And let me give props to Cardiff when Cardiff was on John's show, and he made John read through all the people he's banned. Yeah. And Shuli E was one of those people. And Cardiff goes, "Wait, is that the real Shuli?" And John did this tell where he touched his face. He was like, no, I don't think so. No.
Right. Well,
it's obviously lying.
He unblocked me, and then not Cardiff, the other thing. I got a link. Yeah, I got a link from something, and it was for John's show. So I click on it, and I go, and I'm backstage, and he sees me, and I wave to him like this. I'm not fucking Dabbleverse.
Right.
I'm just like, hey, Johnny. Doesn't mention it. Doesn't say a word. Blocks me immediately from the league. You are the biggest pussy. I said, you're not allowed to say anything about me running away. You ran away from 2 women and then called the cops.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're lucky he didn't call the cops on you. He's in my StreamYard, officer.
That's domestic harassment.
Yeah, he's such a pussy. It's the best.
It's different people.
I was just having fun with you. That's all.
Why does anybody have faces except for me? I'm the only one who shouldn't have a face.
Well, you're a celebrity, John.
I'm the ugly guy.
I'll get you a potato filter if you want it, John. Anytime you want. I'll set you up with the potato. All yours.
Cardiff, I think you're a funny fuck. And I appreciate you comedy. That's why I came on.
Thank you. I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate what you've put up with over the last few years. You're definitely, as I said, today, your show today with Karl was the best you've done since your return. Your work with DG today was better.
Did you watch this show? He did Memory Lane Monday, and then Tribute Tuesday was yesterday, where he paid tribute to Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh boy.
Now, if you know anything about John, and you know this, you've seen these tweets, he was such a cunt to Gilbert on Twitter a couple times, calling him just calling him names and being a total douche. And then Gilbert dies, and he comes out there with this phony, what a great guy.
And do you know why he was calling out Gilbert at that time?
Yeah.
He wanted to get on Gilbert's podcast to promote his book or something that he had. And they're like, oh, no, we're going to pass on this. This fucking asshole, he's not funny, he's not talented. Like, he just has to lash out rather than just be like, all right, well, we'll get it next time.
And he talks about how Gilbert got 20 grand. I got him 20 grand on a gig in LA. And then Gilbert goes up and bombs. And the guy who paid him is going, what the fuck what is this? Why is it? It's like, really? That's your tribute to the guy? Now you're going to sit here and play a montage of him and be like, what an amazing person.
That's another story I didn't even get to that Dan told me about, where John insisted on being on this show at the Kodak Theater with Artie and some other guys.
Legendary.
And he goes up and he's just telling like Baba Booey teeth jokes, and no one's laughing. It's just not working at all. And
the entire room turned on him instantly.
Yeah. So they finally they take John off the stage. He was ready to run out into the crowd and beat up hecklers. They had to hold him back from going. Were you there, Bob, for this?
No, I Dan
you heard
told
about
me
it?
Yes, no, I heard. Yeah.
But I mean, we've been in other shows that have been like this with Artie and with, this was the fan base at that time. If they didn't see Artie, if they didn't see Beetlejuice,
it's like hit it fast. You have to go up there and start killing right off the bat, and that's what you do.
Well, his
just
take,
the audience.
Yeah, John's take on it, if I remember, if this is the same story, was there was just a couple guys in the back, like 5 guys all the way in the back that were yelling as soon as he came on stage, and he wouldn't stop. And everybody else was having a good time, but those 5 guys ruined the show.
Yeah, it's never just 5 guys. Trust me.
No, I know.
Well, then later he locked Richard Super in the green room and wouldn't let him leave until he agreed to represent him. And they had to bring Dan had to bring Artie back there to get John to open the door to let this guy out.
Wow.
Imagine that. You're holding an agent hostage for work.
Well, here's the thing.
It's been,
I gotta ask you, Carl.
I enjoyed you. You won today, Stuttering John. You won today.
I'll thank you, but he's bringing up shit like from so many years. It's like, dude,
that's what you do.
I mean, isn't that everything he does? Isn't that the only thing he does?
Yes.
But somehow Carl's an asshole about it.
That's what you're gonna get me is bringing up shit from fucking 5, 10. Like it's like.
Don't make me call the hypocrisy police, John. You do the same thing.
No, but not anymore.
It's like
That was 3 hours ago.
It was a different time.
Yeah, different time.
I can't get over that box in the background. I'm just staring at it, and I'm like, what the fuck did that thing go through?
Yeah, that is kind of gnarly.
Now you're done.
Yep. No more hypocrisy, please. The reason why
Give me your badge and gun. You're off.
Melendez?
called the hypocrisy police is when they do it like now in this year or 2022. If you're gonna bring up a shit from 7 years ago, yeah, then we're all hypocrites.
Hey,
Okay.
Shuli,
Yeah, buddy.
how long ago was that video of you and he in the hotel lobby that he loves to play?
Yeah, good question.
I mean, so we were in. That was the debut of the LA studios for Sirius XM. I gotta think that was
It's pre-pandemic.
2018, 2019,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah, somewhere around those. I don't know. It wasn't 2022. It was
No.
before the pandemic. It was
No,
before
Howard hadn't left the house after March of 2020, so it was definitely before that.
right. Bon Jovi comes to him now. I don't know. If you
Yeah,
heard.
right. I like that John just set. I haven't seen this yet. This is really funny. So John just set the rules. We have an 18-month window that we can go after people for. Okay,
Correct.
good to know.
Correct.
Saying we're in a world now where we can start the clock today, August 15th. Anything before today, we're not talking about anymore. We're only talking about August 15th.
No. I'm saying if you go back 2 years, okay. But if you start going back 10, 20, 30 years, come on.
So recent history only.
Don't you agree?
I mean, he's the only one that goes back 30 years. He's sending women pictures of him from the cabbie fight. 30 years. He said, Carl, he sent her. Do we have that picture to show Carl? The one
I've seen it.
Yeah. So the other thing he did, and I'd love to get your thoughts on this, is he sent her a few more pictures, which I'm not going to show, that include his ex-wife, and then that's his finger. But my question is, why would you send a woman? Is it about he looked good back then, or is it about showing her that he's dated a hot chick before?
Yeah. Remember that Seinfeld where George Costanza realizes that once you date a hot chick, all the other hot chicks are into you now? I think that's the thing that he's trying to pull off.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. It's the one where he had the fake picture in his wallet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. From the that was the model girl.
Right.
But didn't Carl, wasn't he saying something? I don't know what show it was on, but he was saying that his ex-wife was hitting him up for money during the show or something like that for something.
Yes. Yeah. Because so apparently when he was live on a show, I think on Monday, she was messaging him about money that he owed her or something like that. And I was like, that wasn't really her though, was it? He goes, oh no, that was her. I was like, oh, God, she's trying to give you an out there, John.
Yeah. Wow.
I know there was somebody in the chat pretending to be her, but now, and it was just like, stop drinking, call your kids. Like, it was heavy shit they were writing.
Yeah.
And part of me, I'm like, that wouldn't be like, what woman is gonna super chat?
Yeah.
Well, maybe he wasn't getting back to her.
Yeah, that's the only part that I'm like, maybe it is her because this is the only way she can communicate with him.
Yeah, you owe me back child support and the $3.30 that you get of this $5 that I'm super chatting you.
All right, so take that into consideration. Do you think you're going to get paid, Carl?
I hope so. I'll let you know. I'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah, please.
Oh, it doesn't matter now. He's retired from all this. So
I'm an optimistic guy, so I'm hoping that it happens.
I agree. No history is relevant, but
okay. Howard was in blackface, right?
Yes.
So now he's going back on the email that he just put out.
No, it's he's doing the grabbing. He's pulling somebody down.
Right.
Late 80s and early 90s.
Hold on. Carl, why don't you do a podcast about Shuli? He's pathetic. Nice suit and tie, you fucking dork.
Hey,
I got we're doing a show this afternoon at 5:00 on our Patreon, so tune in for that.
Yeah, I see.
Nice.
Is it on me? I can't wait.
I will have Elisa Jordana joining us on the show today.
Oh, nice. That's
looking
gonna
forward to that.
good. Oh, go sign up. Go tune in. It's great. And then, okay, I'll ask you later.
You should judge someone's actions based on the time they occurred.
No.
Okay. I'm strong. Kevin Curley, thank you for the 199. I love you, John. Keep up with the blue chew.
What?
And Linky Jedi, thank you for the 199. Skull.
Look at that box. I just can't get over it.
What I'm trying to say to you
It's on his box at his dining room table, Bob.
is that Howard Stern was in blackface, right?
Yes.
Is Howard Stern a racist? No. He's not. I've known him for a long time. He's not a racist. But when they bring up shit like Carl is bringing up shit like I don't even remember what he's talking about. I mean,
so that's your fault. That's your fault, Carl. That you're bringing up. He doesn't remember.
And that's called an obsession.
I didn't know it was called that.
He is obsessed with you. We all are, John.
Wait, yeah, we're all kind of obsessed with you, John.
I brought this up to John. He's got this amazing memory. He remembers his second grade report card and what was written on it. He knows everything about his life. And then you bring up something from 5 years ago. I'm like, hey, remember when you threatened a mob hit and you said John Gotti Jr. was because he's like, how can I remember that, Carl? I don't remember everything that happened.
That was the weirdest thing when you brought that up, and he just really he basically said he had dinner and lunch with him.
I know. And then he goes, Carl, I was joking. It was a joke. I'm like, no, I'm looking at it right here. It says the blood's on your hands. That's not a joke.
Yeah.
Don't you get it?
And you hit it right in the head. Anything that's a positive memory, John will remember. Anything that puts him in a bad light, we go, how do you expect me?
You got to be obsessed with them to do that. Oh my gosh. The other funny thing I called him out on, he makes fun of my accent. And I told him, you can't even say Nicolas Cage without using the N-word. And he had to prove to me that he now knows how to pronounce Nicholas.
Oh, I love that.
Unique cat, man.
You're
realize one of a kind.
Do you realize I'm a grown man who acts like a potato for the last 2 years? No, I haven't done the potato for 2 years, but I've been doing this stupid act for over 2 years because of you. Like, do you realize what you've done to my life? My wife would kick you in the fucking nuts right now if she met you, because you ruined family vacations with this nonsense I've had to do. How does that make you feel?
Cardiff, it is kind of funny that all of this is, I don't know. I don't know why I'm like Perry Caravello or whatever his name is. That I get. Me, I don't really think, okay. You know, it's.
I don't get me. He's going, Perry, I get me, not so much. Well, I mean,
I'm all about laughing at jerks. Don't get me wrong, guys, but I'm the jerk. What are you talking about?
The funny thing is, wouldn't it be funny if the cops came and they go, "We just seen a little bit of light coming from the house. We thought somebody broke in."
Jeez, I don't understand it really.
John. I wish we could walk you. Somebody needs to walk you through the process. And if you played along back then, none of this would have happened. So thank you for digging in, first of all. Thank you for fighting it. Uh-oh, is John frozen?
I would have been fine.
But I wouldn't be here right now. Craig just became a car defender. I wouldn't have YouTube members, John. I wasn't a YouTuber that just switched to John.
I know. I fucked myself. I get it.
You made me.
Yeah, I've given everyone careers.
I mean, yeah, my name was based off of you. And Howard told you, John, you're not funny. You're obnoxious. And obnoxious John was born.
Howard said it on the air, but he didn't say it off the air.
Right, but I'm just saying that's where I got my name from you. So there would be
right away. He's got to do damage control. He goes, no. He never said that. He just said that on air, not off the air. He didn't feel that way. This just in. I'm jealous because Karl is bringing on. Look at that spelling, Alyssa Giordana.
Like,
no,
that's the guy who 2 hours ago was telling us how much we suck. By the way,
right? How much he hates the show, and he's a member and still here.
Oh, you, yes.
Okay,
Obnoxious John.
OJ.
Oh, obnoxious John. I thought it was OJ, the man who I asked to sign my knife.
Oh,
Do you have video?
Let's go back another 30 years real quick.
That didn't happen either. That did not happen.
No, it did not. You're right. This is copyrighted material behind a paywall. Cease and desist. Strike coming, dues payer. Yo, the 90s, September 22nd.
I know he's promoting something a month away. By the way, WATP Live will be in Detroit. WATPlive.com is where you can get your tickets for that. Only a few remaining.
I'm going to do Steel Toe. Fall of 2024. We'll be doing a live show.
Yeah. Gino Bisconti's heard he said he's in.
What now? Oh, Operation Cover Up Mike. Thank you, Big Daddy.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. And the big thing is Carl's going to be doing Steel Toe soon. And will you be doing Gino too?
Wait a minute. Doing Steel, like going on as a guest or covering
No.
the Steel Toe show?
We're going to be covering the Steel Toe morning show on WATP this month.
About time.
So now, John, again, with this memory, and so he actually thinks that he had OJ sign the knife.
Yes.
Well, maybe he does. Maybe he knows that he did, but he's going to keep that because who can say otherwise, right? All they can do is just say it didn't happen.
I think he thinks he did it. I think anything good, anything funny that he can stick in the. So in his that's how these people are. The narcissists.
Mike,
it's like,
you're right, because when he was with Scott the engineer, and they were talking about the time that Scott put the money he got paid for DJing up on the hood of the car and then drove away. He wasn't there, and he's recounting the stories with Scott. He's going, remember that time? And Scott's like, that wasn't you. I wasn't with you that time. But John hears these stories and then puts himself in those stories and then tells them like he was there. He did not ever interview OJ after the murder.
Right.
And that story of Scott with the money is from Boots. It's from Joey Boots.
Right.
Boots was helping him DJ a party or a wedding or whatever the fuck it was. And
but that's why he can never admit that he's wrong, because he thinks he's right. He thinks whatever's happening is the right thing that was done. He can't see that maybe he was an asshole.
Well, it's like rewriting history in your mind, and that's what you're doing.
Well, he's a fascinating case study. I'll tell you that. I mean, neurologists could have a field day with this puppy.
Well, Shuli, remember when you and I worked at Howard 100 News?
The sausage link.
Go ahead.
I loved your work on there, Carl.
Yeah, thank you. It was me and Lisa G. We were yucking it up in the back office. And then Howard's like, you got to get this Carl guy on the air. And you guys brought me to the studio. You remember that.
Yeah.
Of course I remember it. Who could forget that?
No, I think it was just, I think that.
If you have the tape of that.
Richie Wilson might have video of that.
We've been hunting for that. Kiki Logo, thank you for the $1.99 Hypocrisy Police Alert. Ryan A, thank you for $2. Thank you,
And
John.
I'm not going to see. I'm going to see my friend Richie. My bike is ever fixed this Saturday.
If it's ever fixed. Here's a little thing. When you agree to pay them, that's when they do the work.
I mean, it's all up to you whether or not the bike's ever fixed, John.
That tape would be good content for your show. Thank you, John. Don't leave. I need you on air. From Ryan. Kevin Curley, thank you for the 1.9. I quit the internet if you do.
Cardiff, I'm doing this for you, okay?
Thank you, John. Kevin Curley, thank you for the
owe
1.9.
him now. You owe him, Tubby girl.
How much you want to bet John hits him up for some super chats today?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I did it for you, and if you lied to me, then you're dead to me. You understand?
I understand, John. I did not. Burks are great. Thank you for $2. OJ, get Tukey in here. Fuck Tukey.
I will never reveal that information.
Oh my God! All this guy does is reveal information, and he keeps hitting up Cardiff for his name. He wants his real name. Why? I'll tell you why. So he can have some fucking dirt on Cardiff when he pisses him off.
Mm-hmm.
Send him a This is.
I have to jump off, but thank you for having me on today, and I appreciate you guys promoting Who Are These Podcasts and my interview with John yesterday.
Not a problem. And Elisa Jordana today, this is Behind the Wall on your Patreon?
Correct. We do our show live for anyone on our Patreon or Supercast, so Wednesdays at 5, Saturdays at 2, and then the show will come out for everyone else tomorrow.
Awesome. Check him out. He's the podfather of all this shit.
And go to Detroit. Check it out live, man.
September 15th, we're going to be in Detroit at the Magic Bag. We sold it out last year. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's with Drew and Mike. Those guys?
Drew and Mike. Eric Zane will be there. Dr. Steve will be there. We got the whole crew.
And you had a new show debut last night. Who Are These Broadcasts?
Thank you for reminding me. I was going to promote that. Yes, if you go to our YouTube channel, Who Are These Broadcasters with Christian Blatt and Eric Zane, and that's a new show that we just launched.
My man's killing it. Go support him like support us. Thank you, Carl. Have a good one, brother. Let us know if you ever
care, brother. Have a good one.
Bye, Carl.
See ya.
Carla.
Well, I mean, we learned a lot.
So John will continue doing shows, but not of this sort. Is this a fact?
I mean, it's what he's saying. I doubt it's a fact. I think, if he had success doing it this way, he would still be doing it. He wouldn't leave, but he can't take advice or help or anything.
But is it true that, like he said, he'd go back to teaching, but
he can't?
Don't you have to have
started and that's done. He's not teaching. There's no way. Or maybe he had
still substitute teach. Thing. I mean, he could. Yeah, you don't have to start the year with that, but even then, I don't know.
I don't believe second.
I don't think so. Well, he has no car, so he can't do it in Florida.
Yeah, right. Wow. He's got to take the bus with the students in the morning.
No, he get one of the driving school kids to come get him.
The bus pulls up, he gets his little lunchbox and runs out.
He's driving to school with a car with 2 steering wheels and 2 car. Alan, $4.99. Thanks for being my source of entertainment while I'm working out. F the phone screener. Yes. There's a price tag at the bottom of the mug. I know. Well, a lot of announcers had a price tag on the bottom.
It might say that it's actually not for sale. It's a gift or something. It could say something like that, right? Because there's a lot of writing.
Right. Not resellable.
Yeah, something like that.
Display only. It says.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Dave Daffle at $2.
God.
I thought you were Kish for a second.
You can do it. Come on, Shuli. You'll feel better if it comes out.
Come on.
You'll feel better. Can you 2-screen them there, Joey? Him and Bob?
When I puke it and then I just fucking drink it.
And
just fucking throw the metal horns up. Just puke on it and go, Shuli Network. That's what it's all about.
Just throw the pitcher down. Boom.
Dave Daffle at $2. Too bad no one took John's mug.
Yeah, no shit.
Zeta La Paz, Canada, $2.79. Hey Bob, I wallow come too. Good for you.
What?
Gabriel and Agna, member 1 John also has a keychain with Jay's name on it. Really?
No, that's hilarious though.
Berg became a YouTube member.
Berg.
Benji Boy, I like Stut John's show and DG Skull, FMM, and his moves.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, Ugly Entertainment, $10. I hope that Carl understands that doing live shows with Stuttering John is a bad idea. He's there to be he's there to be marked, not to be a co-host. P.S. Bob, any advice on Stuttering John's order that I could do?
No.
No.
That's duty, baby. $4.99. I can't believe it. Piss water dog fart was a troll. I thought he was my friend. Carl confirmed this. It's just wow, you know.
Piss water dog shit.
This is a good theory.
I said before
those reviews. Okay, you take care of it. Yeah,
I said before, John oversold himself. He thought when he would come back making the money you all make, he got a house that he cannot afford, no transportation, foreclosure within a year. I hope not. I hope the guy finds success out there and lives a good life. I really do. Just don't come over here no more. That's all.
Don't come around here no more.
Carl, quit cutting John off before he reads usernames. Oh, then people want to try and get their shit up. Brian Thomas, if John was arrested for keeping the neighborhood kid in his basement for 17 years, I really would. Yeah, John is what we see when Vader removes the helmet. Vader helmet hair too, which is interesting. They use John's face for the Shockmaster mask. Shout out the Shockmaster. John chased Elisa away. She was looking for a good 5G Wi-Fi. Someone tell her I have 8.5 gigs. Catch my drift. All right, Scalzo. Hey, Carla. Hey, Barbara. I wonder if he calls his son or daughter by his or her previous real name given by gender at birth, or just a hypocrite there too. Listen, he brought up a good point about his mom, like forgetting, the pronoun and how son wants to be addressed. And we have someone in our family who a similar situation. And my dad is the same thing. He's old school, and he doesn't, he knows this kid as what she's always been, not who he is now. And it's just a tough sell for some old school people.
Yeah, they don't get it. There's one to the right of you.
That's right. That's right.
The chat slowed down. There's a lot of weight in it. Oh, sorry.
Carl Club is the best. Look inward. You can't say. That's a good one. John, want a light bulb? Watching at work close to midnight. Last I knew, he was hammered.
Oh,
yeah,
he was.
I mean, we'll there's plenty there. Spider looks very old today.
Thank you, Lizard.
Don't forget the hardworking kids in the back. Oh, yes. Yeah. Thank you, Tiff. I love Carl as a writer on Howard Stern, especially that famous bit he wrote. Air Puppet. I took your advice and popped a few eyes too. Worked like a charm. There you go. See? Well, all right. We're all set?
I think so,
Yeah.
sir. We've
Go
said
to
it all.
sleep.
Shout out to the boys in the back. Thank you to all of you, 1,300 plus watching. We can't thank you enough for the support. Sorry if I sound like shit.
And then you have a cold too.
Yeah, I know. I plug whatever you need.
I will. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter, X, it's at Mike Moore Says. On Instagram, at Insta Mike Moores. Yes, and I'm Carla-ing all over the Shuli Network. Bob.
Okay, don't forget Misery Loves Company at 4 p.m. today on YouTube, 4 p.m. That is, and also Misery Loves Company on Patreon. Giant up, Dog Warrior, DogWarriorNC.com if you're looking for a beautiful pet and all that stuff, and if you need it flown out, pilotsandpaws.org. They do great work. Amazing people. Hook them up if you can. It'll help. And check out my son's pants EP, Fat Mez, Mezz. It's on iTunes, Spotify, and everything. There'll be more coming out. And I think I have a gig next Saturday. No, we'll be in Atlantic City this week. Okay, so next week I got a gig. I don't know where it is or anything, but it's all good. Thank you guys for coming by. Truthfully, it's a lot of fun. Every day we have fun, and
I think Bob had some half-hour energy today.
Yeah,
no, but it's true. I mean, who has fun every day and night? Come on,
we do.
Thank you.
Yeah, we love it. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day. Bye.
Time to get out of bed.
Yeah, get out of bed.
Get out of bed.
Time to wake up.
Time to cancel the chiropractor.
Gotta get out of bed.
Sing it, kids.
fuck out of bed, bitch, go. Get up, and get the guy, go. Time to wake up, bitch, get up.